Good morning students. Once again welcome back to Web Technologies class. In this class I am going to explain you about the practical part of our frames. Okay, theory part already have completed, and in the practical part I will explain how to create frames. Okay, so as already explained, first we'll create a simple HTML document, and after creating a simple HTML document I will explain you how to add multiple HTML files in a single window. Okay, so first I will create a simple HTML document. Notepad. Here you type a simple HTML program. I'm increasing the font so that it is visible to you. HTML. Inside the HTML, you give the head. Inside the head, you give the title. Here I am giving a title left, and close the title. Next, after the title, close the head. Now open the body tab, and between body opening and closing you give the content, like this is left frame. After that, go to file, save the file. Give the file name as a2.html, and it should be all files. Location is desktop, you can see here. Save this. Now a2.html, right click on this. Here I am opening this with Internet Explorer. You can execute with any browser. See, this is your output. So here in a single browser window, how many programs we are executing? Only one program we are executing. Okay. Now in a single browser window, we'll execute more programs using a frames concept. Here I'm opening one more file, HTML, head. Inside the head, give the title. Here I am giving a title, TITLE, title as right. Title. Now head over. After the head, give the body tag, and I am closing the body. Inside the body, you give the content as right frame. You can give any content. Okay. Again, here I am giving a file name as a3.html, and it should be all files, and I am saving. Okay. Now you see here above, this is a3.html, and again I am executing this file with Internet Explorer. So what is output of this? Right frame. Now here two individual HTML programs are executed in two separate browser windows. Now we'll combine this, we'll execute these two in a single browser window. Okay. Now again open Notepad. So total here 3 files I am creating. First one is A2 and the second one is A3. Now new file I am opening. The third file I am not giving a body, as already explained in the theory. Frame set I am giving. Frame set is a parent tab. Using this you can divide browser window into the horizontal frame or vertical frames. So here I am dividing browser window into the columns. Example, COLS calls. equals to size of the first one is 50%, or you can give a 30%, your wish. But when you add this, it should be 100%, 30%, comma 70% I am giving. Now, here in the frame set tag, what attribute we are using? Calls. And what I am giving? Size of the first window and the size of the second window, and it should be double quotes. Means whatever sizes you are giving, no, that should be in double quotes. And if you are giving more than one size, that should be enclosed. Means that should be separated by comma, and that should be enclosed between a double quotes. Now, close the frame set. Frame set is a parent tag. As already explained in the theory, inside the frame set tag, you need to use the frames tag. Frame source. Means in this, what is the source actually? As already I have given 30% and 70% sizes of the windows. So in the left, in the 30% window is the first window. In that 30% window, what you want to execute? In the 70% window, what you want to execute? Okay, I want to execute HTML program. So which HTML program you want to execute? That information here we are giving. Frame is nothing but a window, first window. Now SRC is nothing but the attribute of that window, and in that which HTML program you want to execute, that information you should give. So here I am giving a2.html. Okay, close this. Now frame src equals to, what is the next file? a3.html. Okay, save this. Here I am giving this file name as main. You can give any name. Here I am giving a main.html. Okay, and it should be all files. Save this. Main file. Here you can see main file. Okay, this is a main. Now I am executing this main. Open with Internet Explorer. See, you can observe the output. This is the left frame. This is actually this two files. No, we will close this. Now this is a third file, main.html. The main.html, the left side we have, this is the left frame, the right side we have a right frame. Okay, so how many files you are executing in a single browser window? File is only one. What is the use of this file concept? Actually dividing browser window into the two partitions, and in the left partition we are executing one HTML program, in the right partition we are executing another HTML program. Okay, so this is a frame. So this is called as a left frame, this is called as a right frame, and here what is the size of this one? As already given, no? See, first window size is 30% and the second one is a 70%. Now we will change the values. You can observe the difference. 70, and here this I am making as 30. 5, save, refresh this. See, the first window size is 70 and the second window size is 30. So total the browser window size is considered as 100%. Out of that 100%, we are dividing that browser window in that 100% browser window into the partitions. Here how many partitions have given? 2 partitions. What is the size of the first partition? 70%. What is the size of the second partition? 30%. Okay, this is a frame set program. Means here using a frames, what we are doing, just we are dividing browser window into the partitions. Okay, now this is a row. Now here instead of row, what I am doing is we are dividing them into rows. Okay, instead of columns we are dividing browser window into the rows. Again same I am using. If you want to change, you can change this. See, here you can observe the browser window. Size of the first one is 70%, size of the second row is 30%. Now I will change the value. 40, 60, save it, come to browser window, refresh this. See, it's a 40% and this is a 60%. Okay, only the concept is here we are dividing browser window into the partitions. When you are dividing browser window into the partitions, then what you have to do, what is the size of the first partition, what is the size of the second partition, that we are giving. See, frame set is a parent tag. Using this, what information we are giving, how you want to divide a browser window, either rows or columns, what is the size of the first one and what is the size of the second one. Okay, so if you have given two sizes here, two frames should present here. Okay, like this. And here frame set is a parent tag, frame is a child tag of frame set. Always will write frame tag inside the frame set tag only. This is a frames concept. Again I am dividing browser window into the calls, save it, come to browser window, refresh this. Now, so this is a frames program. Now, few attributes I have explained now, that we will see now. Frames, border, you can give border size here, border equals to example 20 pixels I am giving. Next, here I am giving a border color. See, border, after showing the border I will give you the border color. So actually this is simple, no? Here if I refresh this, you can see here you are getting this difference, no? Border equals to 20, save, come to browser window, refresh this. This width you are getting, no? This is nothing but the border. So here I am giving a border color, border color equals to pink I am giving. Save it, come to browser window, refresh this. See, this is the border. Before it was not there. Just now I have given a border size 10 pixels and next I have given border color pink. So here I am changing the border color, you can see red. So you can give a border color between a frames. Okay, remember one point, whatever properties you are giving in a frame set, no, that properties are applicable to all the frames. Now you can see the one more attribute, that is a frame spacing. Frame spacing equals to 30. Frame spacing attribute, it is a 30%. You can see this is a 30%, and we'll see this in a browser window. Come to browser window, refresh this. So this 30% is there, that is a frame spacing. Now we'll remove this border and a red, and we'll see the space between the frames. Save it, come to browser window, refresh this. See, space you are getting 30%. Now this is nothing but the frame spacing. So using a frame space attribute, you can give a space between frames. Now these are the frame set tag attributes. Now we will discuss about the attributes of frames. Here SRC is the first attribute. What is the use of the SRC? SRC gives the location of the HTML file which you want to load in the browser window. Okay, now here I am adding a one more attribute, frame border. Frame border I am giving. Now we will add some attributes here, that is border. Inside the frame tag I am giving, you can see frame border example 20 pixels I am giving. Save it, come to browser window, refresh this. See, this is the border. Okay, here this is applicable for only one frame. Now border color I am giving, border color equals to example pink. Save it, come to browser window, refresh. So here whatever you have given, no, that is applicable for only one frame. Now you can see margin height. I'm changing it. Okay. Margin height equals to example 25. Height. See, basically text is here, no? We'll see F5. It is increased. So this is nothing but the margin height. Now you can see margin height still I am increasing. Instead of 25, here I am giving 50. Save it. Come to browser window. Refresh this. See, this is coming down. Okay, here the text is coming down because height is increasing. Next, you see the next one. After this margin height, I am giving a margin width. Margin width. Margin width equals to 50. We'll see. Differences. See, text is coming. So here width is also 50 pixels and height is also 50 pixels. So this is a frame set and attributes of frame set tag. Now here again we'll discuss about this hyperlink. Okay, link between frames. Okay, using a target attribute it was possible, that already I have explained in the theory class. Now practical part of that here I will show you. Here how many files we have? A2, A3, A5. 3 files we have. So in A2 what I am doing is, just I am opening the notepad. So I will open in a notepad only. So here file, open. What is the file name? A2, no? A2.html. I am opening. So this is a file, no? So here in the body section what I am doing is, I am giving a hyperlinks. Okay, you can see a href equals to, how many files we have? First we will see on the desktop we have a3 dot, location is same, so directly I am giving a name of a file, and for this what I am giving is MPCS as a hypertext, means when you click on that MPCS that link will be activated. Now close A. Now I am creating one more hyperlink, a href equals to what is the next file? A5 is there, a5.html. Here I am giving MSCS. Okay. Now save this. This is a A2 file, no? File, save. We'll execute this now. Open with Internet Explorer. So you can see MPCS. If I click on this, what happened? A new file is opening in the same window. Okay, go back again. MSCS is opening in the same window. Now here what I am doing is, when you click on this files, no? Now instead of opening the files in the same window, when I click on the hyperlink, that file should open in the right window. Okay, now what is the file name actually here? It is a A2, no? So in the notepad itself here, for this what I am giving is target. I am giving target equals to F2. What is this F2 in a frames program? I will explain. For this also I am giving a target. This is here a practical part. Target equals to F2 means when the user clicks on this file, no, the document should open in this frame. Now save it. Now where is the main file? This is the main file, no? Now I am opening main file. file, open main.html. So here I have given a code for frames, no? So I am removing these all attributes. Okay, now what we do is here first one is a2.html. No? Here simply I will give the name. Only name attribute I am giving, name equals to f2 I am giving. Okay, so this f2 and that whatever name you have given in the hyperlinks program, no, that should be match. Same it should be. Now main is f2. Second frame name is f2. Here first frame source is a2.html. Now we'll execute this program and you can see this is the main. Open with Internet Explorer. Now this is the left, this is the a2.html and this is a simple window. And what is the name of this window? The name of this window is f2. Now you can see I am clicking in the left window, output is displaying in the right window, because for whatever hyperlinks you have given in this window, no, for all the hyperlinks I have given a right window as a target. So when user clicks on this, whatever you have given, whatever link you have given, that will be that whatever means to whichever file you have given link, no, that file will open in the right side window. That is the use of the target. So what is the use of the target here actually is, target gives the name of the frame where the linked document should open. So here I have given target as a f2. Okay, so frame name equals to f2. So when the user clicks on this, see I am opening this source. So you can see ahref a3.html. So from this a2.html I have given link to a3.html, and that document, when the user clicks on that, where the file should open, the f2. Actually what is f2? This right frame. Okay, so using a target attribute, what we are giving is when the user clicks on the hyperlink where the target document should open. So whatever hyperlinks are present in this file, for all the links I have given target as right frame. So when the user clicks on this particular file, no, particular hyperlink, that will open in the right frame. That is the target attribute. And different hyperlinks you can give a different target, and for all the hyperlinks you can give a base as a target. Okay, and that we'll discuss in the next class. Okay, so in this class what I have explained, what are the frames, how to create a program with the frames, and what are the attributes of the frames, and what are the attributes of the frame set. And next I have given target attribute also, and whatever target attribute just now I have given, no, this is your practical part. Okay, you can write this in your record. When I will start the record part, at that time again I will give you this. Okay, so this is your practical part. Okay, thank you.